friends. Today we would like to present about electronic commerce, various category and framework of e-commerce. So now I would like to introduce the group member. I am Zheng, the second person. He is Yin, and one of my group member is absent today. Okay, she is Nur Shawati. So before we go to, I go to abstract, then I go to the schedule of presentation. Okay, this is the schedule of presentation. So forget about it. Because one of my members is absent today. So the schedule of presentation is very simple today. Start from me, Kinseng, and followed by my group member, Yin. Okay? Now go to abstract. Okay? Without wasting our time, I just go briefly about the abstract. E-commerce is a process of doing the business via computer network. You're just sitting on the computer, then you can do purchase and sell your product. The traditional commerce is running physically, where you want to go to the shop and get the product. So next, I would like to go to the most interesting part of my presentation, which is the business strategy conduct in electronic marketplace. So what is the strategy that conduct in the electronic marketplace is the price discrimination. So price discrimination is charging the different prices to different consumers with the same goods and services. So that allows the producer to capture the consumer surplus and gain more profit. So how to get the consumer surplus? We use the price that the consumer is ready to pay minus the original prices. Next, I would like to talk about the methods of the price discrimination. So the first method that I want to discuss is the perfect price discrimination, also known as the first degree of the price discrimination. So it's charging each consumer with the maximum prices. How it works? Okay. Next slide, I will use an example to let you to understand. Okay, next. What can you see in this slide? This picture? Umbrella selling in New Seed, right? So I summarize the information in this slide. A person is selling the umbrella in New Seed in Facebook, right? So he didn't list out the price, but he said it's the cheapest. PM for more info. PM means private message for more info. So actually, he want you to discuss, negotiate with you with the price. So now we set the scenes. Let's assume we have three types of consumer. Consumer A, consumer B, and consumer C. So the first consumer, PM, the seller. Rosivia Prima. What is the price for the umbrella? So he said 20 ringgit, and the first consumer said yes, okay, the deal. Then the seller will sell to the consumer A. With the why he want to direct sales to the consumer A, because he gained the consumer surplus. 20 the original price, let's assume that is 12 ringgit. So he gained the consumer surplus 8 ringgit. Yeah, so he told direct sell to the consumer A. The consumer B, then the consumer B PM the seller. Then he said 20 ringgit is too expensive, then they bargain 80 ringgit is okay. Would the seller sell to the consumer B? The original price is 12 ringgit only. Yes, right. So he will sell to the consumer B. So different prices, right, but the same goods. So the consumer C say 80 ringgit also expensive. He said 10 ringgit okay now. The seller will sell to the consumer C? Definitely no, right? Because the prices of the consumer is willing to pay is lower than the original prices. So they will not sell to the consumer C. Okay? This is the first method. The second method is perfect price discrimination for a product sold in volume, also known as the second degree of the price discrimination. So he reducing the price for different quantity that have been consumed. How it works, like discount. You know, the shopping mall always use discount one. So the more you purchase, the more you save. Actually, I disagree of this statement. Actually, the more you purchase, the more you spend, right? For example, you want to buy a pen. You go to Popular and you see they make a sale. All item in the Popular is 15% discount. So you will directly go to buy all the item, right? A4 paper, the box, right? So a pen is cost 1 ringgit only, but you go to spend more money on that A4 paper, the pencil box, the other things. Okay. So next, I would like to give you an example to show what is the price discrimination. Can you see 25%, but for the first pair of the high heel shoes. But the work is very small, you cannot see. So you buy 2, then get 30% discount. You buy the 3 pairs, then get 40% discount. So next, this is 2-part tariff. Means. Oh, okay, thank you.
My name is Phil. Let's start with the business model. If I want to start a business online, then I need to refer to a business model. A business model consists of 4 components. The first one is the value cluster, and the second one is the resource system, and the financial model, and the market space offering. To construct a value proposition is what's the value of your product to offer to your customer. The first one, the company need to target a segment and need to focus your customer benefit and offer a better benefit to your customer. The criteria to target a segment in the market is, the first one is the attractiveness of the market. Let's say you want to sell a watch, a low price but good quality watch to the young people. You need to see the market size and the growth rate of the young people in that particular market. And the next one is the ability of the firm to compete in the market. You need to have a special strength to compete in the market. The customer benefit. What the customer get from your product. Let's say you can focus on one core benefit at the low price of your watch, or you can offer multiple benefits, like you add a special fitness tracker in your watch to track the exercise of your customer. And how you can offer a better benefit than your competitors. The core competitors, that the low price of your watch, and the unique capabilities is the special fitness tracker in your watch, and you need to match the business strength, control point, and the unique resource to deliver the benefit to the customer. Market space offering include the product, information, and the service that you offer to the customer. There are 3 procedures. First one is to identify the offering and identify the customer purchase decision process, and map the offering and the decision process together. Next. In the customer decision process, there are 3 stages. In the first stages, they pre-purchase. The customer, he faced a problem recognition. Let's say he found his watch is broken, then he need to buy a new watch. Then he will do information search. He will ask his friend, or he do research online to do to find out what watch that's suitable to him. To conclude, The infrastructure of e-commerce is keep improving and provide more convenient environment to conduct business online. The growth of the social network also improved the e-commerce, and the revolution of web technology also improved the site by providing more customization and personalization to the customer. Overall, e-commerce will grow continually and become stronger in the future. Thank you. That's all from me.
Before that, let's just introduce ourselves first. My name is Nurshati Chandra binti Syahidan, and this is my partner, Nurul Alifah binti Muhammad. Okay, then we will go into abstract. Okay, the purpose of this study is to understand more deeply what is merchant solution. Then we will go and focus to what is merchant solution components such as electronic catalog, search engines, open software system, and more. Introduction. The introduction is about a company whose name Merchant Solution that were founded by a group of industry professionals that they are so frustrated by the status quo of the credit cards processing statement. So they use a merchant solution components to overcome this problem, like merchant cash advance and next day funding. Then we will go on the merchant solution concept. To enable the merchant, to enable the selling online concept platform, a website need to have a e-commerce server, merchant server software. So the basic function of merchant solution is electronic catalogs, search engine, shopping carts, and many more. Then we go deeper on the open software system. According to the Chongju, Jaibom, and Edomiyeti, they define that actually open software system is a model of a software distribution that allow its user to gain access towards a bulk of executable version of a program. Then they also emphasize actually the open software system is not a shareware, it's actually a freeware. Then we go on the Wikipedia. I believe everyone here know what is Wikipedia and the access to it. So Wikipedia, for a brief, is a multilingual, a web-based, a free content encyclopedia based on an openly editable model. So it was founded by Jimmy Wales. It also collaboratively with unpaid volunteers so that they can write. They can change any article except on the moral, religion, and political grounds. That's that they cannot change anything. So we go on the electronic catalogs, or as known as e-catalog. So generally, a catalog consists of product database, directory, and presentation function. So as we all know, it's the backbone of the most e-commerce sales. There are two views in this. There's merchant view and there are customer view. For merchant view, they see that actually e-catalogs is the place where they can advertise and promote their product. But in contrast, for a customer view, they see that e-catalog actually the place where they can find and specific information about a specific product or services. Then we will go online catalog and paper catalog. As we see the word online, when it comes to the word online, it's obviously we need computer and internet to access to it. The reason why is the online catalog is more popular than the paper catalog. The user face problem, difficulties to find what they want on the paper catalog.
Next, please.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, I will continue the presentation. First of all, it's about software agent. According to Gauda 2013, software agent is a piece of software which work for user and not just a program. So there are several characteristics of a software agent. First of all, software agent can do their tasks without an outsourced interaction. Secondly, software agent can do a social interaction with a human. Third, it very safe information. Also, it very effectively usage of an existing resource. Okay, next, for example, when person surf on an item at the eBay, at the bottom of the last page, there is a list of similar product that provided by software agent, which is it assumes that consumer will looking at the similar product. And then we go to the intelligent agent. It also known as software agent. According to Toll and Hesitation Chen 2000, its function as assist people and act on behalf by allowing people to delegate work that they could have done to the agent software. Alright, we move to the mobile agent. According to researcher Rahul Jha, he described two types of work, mobile agent and mobile agents. Mobile agent is a program which represents a user in a computer network and is capable of migrating autonomously from node to node to perform some computation on behalf of user. Meanwhile, in mobile agents is object that have a behavior, state and location. Alright, voice power search has been introduced by Google, which the user can use their voice directly to the Google to find the information. Alright, so next, visual shopping search is focused on more shoes, clothes, decor and jewelry. For example, when we type a red high heel pump, it will show up what the term is. It also can help user to matching the clothes that they want to buy. Visual search engine. I will focus on the type of visual search engine. First of all, is RED. RED is an out of Android page that available in a form since 2007. And then the user can click from one page to another page in the same window. The next is about the space-time 3D. It provides the searcher. It's a similar concept with the RED, but it's very effectively in image. And then SearchTube. SearchTube is entirely differently with the other visual search engine. Okay, next time is about Oolun. Oolun is a visual search that display in the image of the website. It has advanced of search functionality and not in search option.
Make conclusion.
Alright, so the conclusion is merchant solution create a website that need electronic catalog, merchant server software that include many functions such as open system software, search engine, software agent, voice power search, shopping visual, shopping cart, and shopping engines. That's all for us. Thank you.
A very good morning to Dr. Abdul Manaf and all of you here. Today our group would like to present about advertising and promotion in social networking. First of all, before we start, I would like to introduce about myself and my partner. My name is Nur Salihah binti Idris, as a first presenter, and it is Nur Nasiha binti Zulkifli as a second presenter, and lastly is Mia Zulfa binti Azharuddin as a third presenter. Okay, so now we go to our extract slide. Okay, in this extract we had highlighted that social media today is simply online media that facilitates social interaction. That means people nowadays use social media to interact with each other. Okay, and that's very important is businesses use this media to expand their business. There is a numerous website, channel, and resources that allow advertisement to be distributed, reaching million people worldwide. And social media application is such as social networking service, collaborating platform, and blog is a gift and impact to electronic commerce. So overall, social networking, advertising, and promotion is considered to be a central to marketing, as the internet has been known is one of the most powerful platforms to for advertiser to reach mass audience. Next, we go to introduction slide. Social networking. Online social networking websites are very popular and being a part of life. Through social media, company can advertise their product and services, and they also use this media to do excellent promotion so that they can attract customer and reach mass audience quickly at the far lower cost. According to CHIP 2011, social media marketing can be defined as a connection between brand and consumer while offering a personal and currency for user. Centered networking and social interaction. So for more vertically, I would like to explain about the definition also. Okay, thank you.
I will explain about the social media impact on the e-commerce. There are 4 social media tools, which are social networking service, collaborative platform, blogs, and social bookmarking. We go to the first one. Is social networking service. Okay, social networking service, also known as social networking sites or social media. Social networking service is an online platform that is used by people to build social networks or social relation with other people who share similar interests, activities, background, and so on. Users can create a profile with personal information, photos, videos, and others connection and form a connection with others' profiles. In business, this application system can support communication and networking among the employees. Good networking can increase the productivity and speed of innovation of the companies. Example of social media is like Facebook, LinkedIn.com, and Twitter. Okay, the second one is collaborative platform. Collaborative platform is a business software that adds broad social networking capabilities to a process. This application system is to encourage innovation by incorporating knowledge management into business process, so that the employees can share information and solve the business problem more efficiently. The example of social media is like Google Document or Acrobat. Okay, the third one is blogs. Blogs is an online journal that are characterized by short entries and regular updates. There are certain kind of websites that can create through the blog to promote and advertise, such as a business of restaurant, design, fashion and beauty, and others. So using the blogs, promoters can reach the new customer, they can develop brand or personality, and gathering the feedbacks, reviews and testimonials. Okay, the fourth.
I will explain the marketing tools and also the factor of the advertising and promotion in social network. So So marketing tools is a technique and materially used for those who want to promote their product and services. And most businesses who want to sell their product and service, they use various of marketing tools such as Facebook, YouTube, and also Instagram. It is because this is top 3 of social advertising nowadays. So we are moving to the Facebook. Previous one. So, okay, first regarding regardless of we are a business in it, there is a good chance with the potential and existing customer who want to hang out on the Facebook, because Facebook is the most popular social network nowadays, and people visit more often and linger longer on Facebook compared to other social network. So according to the future social network, as we can call as FSM, they also rank Facebook as one of the 3 top site driver of return of investment, as we can call as ROA among other social network. So why Facebook is one of marketing tools? Because okay, and the next one is Facebook advertising is also cheap, which is the Facebook ads is only 0.25 for reach 1,000 people in impression. So in addition, you can set and control your own budget if you don't want to face the unexpected marketing costs. So Facebook advertising is highly targeted, so you can target your customer by location, age, gender, language, and other factor. So other than that, you can use also custom audience, which is you can target the existing customer steadily and privately. And then the next one is YouTube. YouTube is the YouTube advertising. Connect your brand with your content, which is the people craft the most, which is video. And there's one thing you need to know about YouTube, which is there is potential. There's potential. You need to work with it. And YouTube is the second world largest site, and the third more visit site other than Facebook and Google. There are several types of marketing tools by YouTube. For the first one is display ad, which is the ad is preview in the right column, and the second one is overlay ads. It is semi-transparent on the below of your video, and the third one is skippable video ads, which is you can skip the video after 5 seconds. And the conclusion is the important component of social media is targeting, which is easier for advertisers to sell their product and services through social media by social demographic and also interest information. That's all from us. Thank you.
My name is Nur Abdullah binti Azali, and she is Nur Suzaniani binti Ramli. Okay. The abstract is our topic is crowdsourcing. Crowdsourcing adalah sumber maklumat dengan menggunakan perantaraan komputer untuk berurusan orang ramai, dikenali sebagai Web 2.0. Crowdsourcing menggambarkan tentang kerjasama, penglihatan, kerja pasukan dan lain lagi. Okay, the introduction. As you know, crowdsourcing is the activity that takes place within the organization to do a variety of innovation to achieve the goal that called Web 2.0. Web 2.0 such as any online communities that use e-commerce to serve the business world. Okay, the concept. Open source. With the open source, the individual can make improve to the common results such as Mozilla Firefox web browser. To common-based production, crowdsourcing is not what legal scholar Rozai Bentler. Okay, the example is the online encyclopedia Wikipedia that is among communities. Market research and brand engagement that not seen as simple. Voting for crowdsourcing is 2.4. Crowdsourcing is not old. It means all citizens always use the online web, even though they have many years. Okay, crowdsourcing models, first intermediary models is a major business. Third is citizen media production model, such as TV program, collaboration software, development model, Cameron House, product design model, the royalty-free stock photo, peer-to-peer social financing model. Next. Okay, there are figure 1 and figure 2. Figure 1 is the two operation patterns of P2P leading, and figure 2 P2P leading procedure. Okay, next. Okay, consumer report model, web technology to share their product. Knowledge-based building model is for human intelligent information. Collaboration science project model use computer to match data patterns out of massive data sets. Okay, in process there have several processes to show what people must do in organization. Figure 1, the component of a crowdsourcing system that have
Next presenter.
okay, thank you.
The motive-intensive activation behavioral model of crowdsourcing is focused on understanding how motivation can be influenced and active through intrinsic and extrinsic pathways. 7.1 Case Study 1 RT1 2010 standard. The goal of this challenge was to crack high quality survey question for the upcoming study. They targeted the researcher crowd at large, asking for all ideas. To engage the crowd, there is a communication of incentive to able to instruction motivation. 7.2 Case Study 2 Crowdsourcing connecting interview recommend Facebook. MI model helped to analyze the sources of problem in our crowdsourcing approach. The goal of this study was to determine if we could collect large quantity of usable cognitive interview data using Facebook experiment tool. There is targeted assessment that was shown to a crowd of Facebook users who like music. How MIB model can help to the 2000 research challenge? First, advising research agenda. For example, gathering data that can be used for conference creation and publication can help to advance a research agenda and thus act as a good interview for this researcher. 7.3 Case Study 2 Collecting typical retailer data on SNAS in Chicago. Crowdsourcing can collect large quantity of data quality and relative checklist. This can be done in the data collection phase of project by collecting.
Next presenter.
Make a conclusion. In conclusion, crowdsourcing is a story of cooperation, integration, teamwork, consensus, and creativity. It's a new arrangement for doing work and exploring our society. For example, attribute to its equal to customer interaction value. That's all. Question?